Knowing the signs you're getting a diaper rash will save your freaking life.
You saved my life!
All kidding aside, once you notice the signs you're getting a diaper rash, you're gonna want to launch your defense. To start with, one of the most obvious signs you're getting a rash is when your skin turns shades of red.
It's red! It's red.
Usually by the time your skin is getting discolored like this, you're gonna feel some level of discomfort as well. Oftentimes, this will appear on your skin as patchy or splotchy areas of redness. The most common signs reported by you guys in the poll that I ran is the sensation of itchiness. When you find yourself itching parts of your diaper area unconsciously, that is a good indication you're beginning to get a rash. You shouldn't feel any level of discomfort at all, even when the diaper is a bit wet.
It's very uncomfortable!
Another sign to watch out for is when large red welts begin to form. For me, these sorts of welts usually form around my hips or sometimes on my butt, and oftentimes they look and feel a lot like a large cyst. If they happen to be forming on your bottom or on your hips and you go to sit down, you will feel some sensitivity to pressure. Other times, instead of large red welts, you might get a bunch of small red welts, sort of like pimples. Anytime you see any of this stuff, you're beginning to form a rash and you're gonna wanna take some steps. We'll get to that in a second. Basically, when you feel any level of soreness or discomfort, those are all indications that you're beginning to form a rash. One thing that I'll catch myself doing from time to time is when my diaper's barely wet or have barely any amount of sweat in it and I find myself shifting around, trying to pull the wet parts away from my skin and getting relief from doing so, that is an indication that I need to take some steps to treat my rash. One lesser reported sign, but has always been something that I've noticed, is sensitivity to hot or warm water when taking a shower. When warm water hits your skin when it's in this state, it actually feels a little bit relieving, almost as if you're itching the skin. Not many of you seem to notice that one, but that is one that I've always noticed myself. When you notice any of these signs, it's important to take steps immediately. And one immediate step you should take right now is hitting that subscribe button. For real though, in all seriousness, I got 2 different ointments here I want to tell you about today that have worked great for me, but there are some caveats we need to discuss. So here we have the Welts Home Care Pro and the Balmex. The Balmex is a new product for me that I only recently just tried with great results. It is very effective at treating any red skin or rashes that you might be forming, so I highly recommend the Balmex. As for the Home Care Pro, this one I have here is more of a preventative type of ointment, but they do have one that's specifically designed for treating rashes. Most diaper rash creams use zinc oxide as their active ingredient. This would be most of the products that we're used to and that probably most of us use, like the Balmex, Destin, even Bordeaux's butt paste. The thing is that the Home Care Pro products have an ingredient in them called petrolatum. Now, as you might have guessed, petrolatum is a petroleum-based ingredient. The thing is, if it's purely refined to the highest standards possible, it should be safe to use. That said, different countries in the world have different regulations when it comes to the refinement of the carcinogenic properties that can be found in petrolatum. As an example, the EU has regulations that mandate the proper refining history of any petrolatum going into cosmetic products. Here in the US, there are no such requirements. So after learning this, I looked up where Welts is located, and it is located in Richmond, Virginia. I did happen to reach out to them and send them a message to see if they could comment on this and the safety of their products, but as of this time, I haven't gotten a response back. Now, if a product's safety is of concern for you, there are a number of different apps available in different regions of the world that you can use to check the safety of any particular product that you might be interested in. My friends over at Crinkles brought this to my attention on Twitter when I was discussing this on Twitter, so thank you to Crinkles, big shout out to you. The app that is being used in the EU for this sort of thing right now is called CodeCheck. Once this was brought to my attention, I went into the App Store to look for any app here in the US, and the one that I found here in the US is called Ingredio. Using the application Ingredio, I took a picture of the ingredients list on the back of the product. It ran a little bit of a scan, and according to this application, it says that the product is safe for use. I'm not entirely sure how accurate some of these applications are when it comes to diagnosing the safety of any particular product, but they could potentially be useful if these things are of a concern for you. Personally, for now, I would just recommend sticking with zinc-based diaper rash creams. Another good way to treat and address any rashes beginning to form is to give your skin time to air out. This is one reason it's good to have a reusable absorbent pad for you to sit on or lay on while you're letting your skin air dry. I actually use old cloth diapers that I have for this that don't fit me anymore, but they work pretty much the same way. Oh, and it is important to note that some rashes are caused by the diaper itself. This could be due to improper fit or possibly maybe some reaction to chemicals in the diaper that you're having. Basically, if you've tried everything that we've discussed before this and your rash still isn't going away, at that point you might want to start considering the product that you're using. If it does turn out that it's the diaper that you're using, you're going to want to switch brands or try an adult cloth cloth diaper. Personally, I think the best way to treat diaper rash is to avoid getting it by knowing the signs it's time to change your diaper. Check out that video right here. Until next time, stay dry.